Hello and welcome back, everybody. Let's play Ultima Underworld. Is there an introduction? Oh, the music is a banger.
At last, you are asleep. For 3 nights, each attempt to rest has brought you starting from your bed in fright, with no memory of what horrified you so. With a sickening sense of deja vu, you begin to dream.
Treachery and doom. My brother would unleash a great evil. Britannia is in peril.
Sure that the ghost can take you to Britannia, you allow yourself to be drawn to him.
A visitor, and from far away indeed. Were he not dead, I'd suspect my brother sent thee. No matter, thou shalt serve to draw the hounds from the scent.
Below, a creature heads toward the dark woods, a thrashing sack slung over its massive shoulder.
What hast thou done with our lord's daughter Ariel? Dropped her below to an accomplice, I'll wager. Well, he'll nigh escape us, and when we bring him back, you'll both hang.
Several tense hours later, you are dragged before Baron Ulmric. Ignoring you, Ulmric questions his captain.
What news, Corwin?
Forgive us, my lord. The foul creature escaped. A score of us gave chase, but it fled into the Stygian abyss with poor Ariel. We were attacked, goblins and worse, my lord. Only 3 of us survived.
I see.
The Baron turns his hard grey eyes upon you.
I was warned of thy coming. Last fortnight, an apparition of an old, haggard man appeared in my dreams. Guard thy daughter well, it warned, for an evil one shall come to steal her away. I posted guards at Ariel's door, but still you took her from me. They say thou didst drop her to a troll waiting below. What sayest thou?
You explain that you are the Avatar, and that you are innocent.
Whether thou speak truth or falsehood, I cannot say. Stories tell of the coming of the Avatar, but years have passed since he visited here. If thou art truly the Avatar, then perhaps thou canst offer hope. None here can survive the Stygian abyss and rescue Ariel. My mind is set. Corwin shall take thee to the abyss. Return here with my daughter, and thy innocence shall be proven. If thou dost not return, Avatar, then thy lies shall have brought thee low.
This be the foul pit's only entrance. Once it is locked, none can pass. I will shut thee in and stand guard till I hear Ariel's voice from within. Otherwise, 'twill remain shut forever.
Welcome to Ultima Underworld. So I made a little poll on the channel some days ago, because Eye of the Beholder was getting close to the end. And what came out of it was a suggestion, hey, Ultima Underworld would be a good next dungeon crawler to get into, and I'm looking forward to it because this is kind of the grandfather of a little bit even the sim genre, right? The immersive sim. And I want to see what this is all about. Okay, so we are an avatar. I guess every Ultima has an avatar, which I think is just basically the embodiment of you, right? Somebody from outside of the universe that gets dropped in. Let's create a character. So this time we've learned a bit from the Eye of the Beholder. I read the manual, at least quickly. And it's good because it also lists things like spells, which may not be explained in the game, I'm not sure. And it also tells you a little bit about the character creation. Why does it matter if I'm right or left-handed? What the heck? We're right-handed. You can be a shepherd. You can be a tinker. So I'm tempted to be a mage. Oh my god, okay, choices. We're gonna be a mage for now. And we're gonna see what happens. Pick a skill, mana or casting. The heck? And the heck? Then maybe casting. We're gonna be this little boy and standard difficulty, and we are going to be an Isquanier. And let's see what happens. We can't change any of the strength, dex, int, and vitality. There's 4 skills: attack, defense, mana, and casting. That makes sense. It's quite some spells I've seen in the manual. I have it next to me, so I can theoretically check if the spell casting is not explained in the game. Okay. Now, do we have any... Okay, it's WSD. Well, okay, no, sorry. It's WASX. Well, that's a bit funky. There's also should be a way to look down with 1 and 3. And we should be able to also turn depending on how far away we go with our mouse. Exactly. So welcome to Ultima Underworld. We're gonna see how easy it is to play. And we're gonna explore it together. So we are a mage of 1st level. The manual says there's 16 levels. We have a bunch of skills. You see sword, axe, mace, unarmed. I think we have to level up or have enough experience to increase our skills. There is options. Let's save game. There is speak symbol, there is pickup symbol, there is look, which means you can kind of center your view on things and get more information about, but there's nothing right now to look at. There's attack. I have to kind of wind it. Down there on the bottom left seems to be our little power gauge. Do I have to swing? No, he always swings forward. I can't do like a different, like in Daggerfall, kind of hit from the top. And then there's a use. Alright. I will have to get used to the WSX. The X is gonna throw me off. The writing reads, "We attacked the entrance with all manner of tools, but it gave not a hair. It simply cannot be breached. Hence we have resigned ourselves to die in this hellish pit. Elsmore." Alright. Now there's a little sack. Let's pick it up. I would like to open it. How do I open it? Probably by using it, huh? There is a sword. Oh, the good old school UIs. A badly worn dagger. A torch, which I don't want to necessarily light up. There is a... inscribed upon the scroll is your map, day old fish, loaf of bread, and an apple. Okay, I would like to have a look at the map, if at all possible. Ah, so unlike in AOB, we do have auto mapping, and we can even type in entrance, our own notes. Oh my god, this is gonna be so much better. This is gonna make exploration very fun. And that's it. Can we close this? We can. Maybe let's have a weapon prepared as a default. There's a little... Do you see it here? A plant. Can we pick it up? No, we cannot pick it up. We can pick up a skull. This is a weight, I think, 30 stones. Skull of a fighter. How can you tell? Alright. So now then we explore. What the heck is this? This looks like an axe. A broken axe. Can we pick it up? We can. Do we want to? Probably not. There's a little chain on the wall. I think it opens this door. So the manual actually described a little bit. What the heck is this? Described a little bit the introduction. Pile of debris. Skull, pile of bones. Because it tried to teach you in the manual like kind of the basic controls of the game. Okay, I think we're gonna pull on this, open this door, and continue with our sword at the ready. I'm kind of tempted to use our torch. Somewhat use torch, but it's not that dark that we would not survive without it. And we are risking a little bit. Interesting. Going back is... Look at him, he's barely walking back, and now he's walking back better. Weird. Alright, we want to pick up the sack and have a look at what is inside. What the heck are these? Half-burnt candles, mushroom, and a cudgel. Can we dual wield? Is that a thing that one does in this game? How do I do it? We can dual wield. How does it show? And which one is better, a cudgel or a sword? I think at some point we want to probably make sure that our bags are organized in a logical way. For now, let's just ignore it. I like that already compared to the... I mean, we have a compass, we have a map, and compared to Eye of Beholder, we have background music. Very gentle. The door is locked. Can we, by any chance... Maybe, because it does make a little sound. Can we like use our cudgel to break it down? And look, there is a little stab if we attack from the bottom, and there is a overhead swing, and there is a sideways swing. Okay, interesting. Another door is here, also locked. So we need a lockpick, or we need a key, or we need some other way to deal with them. This would be a good time, in fact, to maybe write it on our map. This is where locked doors are. Ah. Oh my god, the level of... the quality of life here compared to the Eye of the Beholder, it's amazing. It is so much better already. Okay, can't do anything with the grating. I thought I heard some grumbles, but maybe I was wrong. The FOV is making it a little bit tricky, but also not horribly so. A bowl, a badly worn axe, and a torch. I would like to pick up the torch and the axe. We still can wear the torch, please. We still can carry 25 more stones, I guess. I'm assuming that's what it is. And there's a lot of blood on the floor. I think we are getting close to some first encounter. It would make sense. Is there sprinting? I can hold shift, it kind of speeds up. Oh my god, it speeds up in a very strange way. In a sense that if you hold shift, I think it turns, yeah, look, in this like 30 degree or 45 degree increments and goes forward and backward in almost like a tile-based system. What do you mean? I would like to put it in my... Aha! I would like to maybe close my little sack and pick up this backpack. I can even put it on my back. Ah, excellent. And in it is a key and some rune for casting spells. I'm going to show you now. Let's see if they explain it to us. The same information that we were given in the manual. There's a letter. My dearest Alfred, go into the abyss knowing that I will not forget thee. As bitter as the Baron's justice dost seem, 'tis better than a hangman's noose. No matter the passing of years, I will await thy return. Yours forever, Sandra. Alright. And there is a rune bag into which we have to put our bet, sanct, lore, and inn stones. So you combine these runes to cast different spells. The manual contains the combinations, so I know that, for example, Lore and In is going to be a light spell. However, I'm not yet sure. Do we just cast them by putting them in the... This is the Lore, right? By putting them in the rune bag? Or do we need all of them in the rune bag anyway, and we cast from the rune bag? It's one or the other, right? Let's see. I would like to close the pack. I would like to put this on the floor. Then pick this up. How do we use it now? There we go. How we can use the rune bag. I don't know what this little thing is, and we can then see. So these are the runes inside. Yes, sure. I would like to use some of them. Do I not do it with my use ability? Can I? And down here we have our little stack. Now I see it. So we're gonna put Lore and In. This is not a spell. Okay, then I guess it's in Lore. If that's the case. In and Lore. Wow. And we have Light. So that's how the spell system works in this game. And as you can see, they didn't really tell us the combination, so we can figure it out ourselves or just look at the manual. So that makes you, that's the typical old school gaming design. You do want to have your manual open with its 30 pages and base your choices on that, right? So for next time, I'm going to have it next to me, or at least I'm going to have a look at the first level spells and see what our runes allow us to cast. Now, the next thing for us is going to be getting these other runes into our rune bag. That's this one. And this one. And before we finish for today, I would still like, as an introduction, to get to some fight encounter. Let's see if we can manage. The door is locked. We do have one key. I don't know if it's for all the doors. This one is not locked. And there is our first boy. I wonder if we have to actually hit them or if it's just automatic. It looks to be automatic. With a little fanfare. And some cheese. And actually we get some, what are these? These look to me like either shoes or leather leggings. Can we, how do we put them on, as I see that our character, like that. Oh, that is funky. Excellent. I think we're going to leave it here. I think this was kind of a good introduction into all the systems of the game, into fighting, into magic, into movement and interaction with the world. I'm going to have a look now at the manual to figure out what spells we can make with our 4 runes that are described there. And next time we're going to start right from here. And we're going to see why everybody is so excited when describing Ultima Underworld back in the day. This is supposed to be kind of an example that many of the later dungeon crawlers and immersive sims try to follow. So this has really defined the genre, as far as I know. And I wonder, I've never played it. I've only seen screenshots back in the day. It has passed me completely. I want to see what that's all about. Why it has that reputation. So, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of Ultima Underworld, please like and subscribe. And leave some comments, leave me some tips. I have no idea what we are getting into, and a bunch of you might already have so much more experience and memories of the game that might be useful. And I will see you next time. Take care.